My name is Dr. Andrea Malji. I'm faculty here at DKI APCSS, and today we're going to be talking with one of our fellows from the Comprehensive Security course in 2023. His name is Shashi. He completed his fellow project and he's going to tell us more about it today. So Shashi, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me back to the APCSS.
Yeah, so can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
I'm an aircraft engineer by profession, but I get to work on other roles as well in the Air Force. So I participated the CSC 23-2 and had a great opportunity to look at the world and the region in a different way.
You are one of our fellows who completed your fellow project, and so that's what we're hoping to highlight here today. So can you tell us more about your fellow project?
My fellow project is about building cyber resilience among the middle grade officers in the Sri Lanka Air Force. And that idea came to my mind when I was here with the help of my mentor, Dr. James Minnick. And we had a lot of discussion, and I had a discussion with some people back in the Air Force, and finally decided on doing it to have a solution for a problem that we had in the Air Force for so long.
So can you talk to us more about how you came up with this idea? You said you identified some sort of problem. So how did you identify that this is the project that you want to do?
I had few experiences with several officers who were working with me, who had to face some threats in the cyberspace, especially social engineering attacks and the attacks of virus and malware, and also financial scams which were spreading through the cyberspace. So I thought that there's a problem like this, and I also noticed that when they get victimized, it was possible that people around them also fall into the same situation. So I thought as a community in the Air Force, it is not good for the cyber hygiene of the organization, and it could lead to embarrassing situations and information losses, because I used to be an instructor or a directing staff at the Junior Command and Staff College of Sri Lanka Air Force, and I had some leverage on imparting knowledge on the officers, those who come to train over there. So I thought that I might do something to solve this problem.
So what exactly happened with the project? What did you do? You introduced something new into your college.
I identified a gap in knowledge among the middle grade officers, especially in the ranks of flight lieutenant and squadron leader. There was a knowledge gap. I conducted the survey and I identified that some areas of knowledge is lacking among the officers. Then I collected that information, analyzed them, and I exactly identified which knowledge gaps are there. Then I prepared a syllabus and training notes and the required training aids, and then I included into the cybersecurity curriculum of the Junior Command and Staff College.
Wow, so it's going to have a really big impact, it sounds like, and already is having a big impact.
Yeah.
So I think what you've done here can be really inspirational to a lot of fellows who are just starting this process. So what advice would you give to some of the fellows who are just starting out about how to get to that point, the finish line, where they can also complete their project?
Yeah, my advice to fellows is that be very careful in selecting your project, and you need to consider who will be the stakeholders and the resources that you are going to need to complete your project. So you need to have a dialogue with them, and you need to analyze the resources. Then you need to set your finish lines. And also I'd like to highlight the necessity or the requirement of having a good framework for your project. Establishing frameworks and establishing timelines, and that will definitely help you in the completion of their project.
Earlier you mentioned that your mentor, Dr. James Minnick, was somebody who helped you get through this process. So could you talk to us a little bit more about the role that the mentorship played for you in helping you complete this project?
He initially helped me selecting the project, the topic of the project, and he helped me with some other members of the faculty to identify possible frameworks to frame my project, and setting up timelines and the finish lines. That was really helpful. And even after going from the APCSS, when I'm back in Sri Lanka, I maintained a good relationship with him. I continuously communicated with him with respect to the challenges I faced with respect to the completion of the project. Continuous communication is very essential.
Yeah, I think that's great advice because I think some fellows may be hesitant to reach out, thinking that they're bothering their mentor or thinking that they're too busy to respond. But the mentors are here to help, and so by reaching out and giving guidance after you've left is an important part of this whole process. And it's okay to change some details of your project. It's not a bad thing. So just keep in touch with your mentor and have that feedback. I think that you've given some great advice there as well. The next question that I wanted to ask you is, what are some of the special skills that you developed during the time of your project, and advice that you would give to fellows as they're thinking about that?
One of the most important things that I learned here when I was working with the project, and which was taught at the APCSS, was that critical thinking, looking at a problem with different perspective, with an open mind, and then only you will see the avenues to resolve a problem. So it was really helpful, and with my mentor's support, I could have a very comprehensive look at the problem at hand. And also another thing that I would like to highlight is that the multifaceted nature of an issue. It is very important in taking decisions and deciding on in the direction that where your project is going. So those are the things that I learned and I found very helpful going along the way into the completion of my project.
It's like a transformational opportunity to be part of this and see where you go from there. So I'm sure we'll see many great things from you in the future. So we were so happy to have you here with us this week and previously in the course as well.
Thank you very much.